In this video, we're going to be looking at iFootage's light modifiers, the 6-inch Fresnel modifier and their 3.2 intensifier. Let's get this opened up. We've got the instruction packlet with some stickers. Then we got this barn door here, mini barn door. And on to the main theme of the show here, we have the intensifier. And it looks like it's fairly easy. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Feels nice and solid here. A little plastic material on the outside. To extend this out, we got a piece of big glass element inside here. Looks like it's pretty fairly solid. The bronze mounts connections here on the outside, they are set for mini. Let's just go ahead and turn this to the narrow beam. And there is the narrow beam setup. And the beam is protruding out there a little bit. Nice and solid piece of glass there. Looks nice, looks nice. So again, if we wanted to add on the barn doors here, so I'm probably can just, oh, that slips on there nice and neat. Boom, snaps in there. We got some little flags. You got more flags here on the side that open up. So let's see about pulling that off. Boom, snaps right off. These close back down. And then boom, there it is. Now on the intensifier, we have a beam angle of 15 degrees all the way up to 50 degrees. It's a lot more of a narrow beam. And again, you're gonna have some very nice hard shadows with this. The main objective of this is to give you more of a spotlight look. This also has a mini bronze mount adapter also on it. The weight of the intensifier is 0.5 kilograms and the barn doors weigh 0.2 kilograms. The size of this light is coming in at 114 millimeters by 85.6. So I have my SL130 on here with no modifier. What I'm gonna do is put the intensifier here on the front. And now we got it all the way zoomed into the narrow beam. You can see I got it pretty much isolated right there on the Fresnel. We go ahead and start to open this up to a wider beam. Let's see what it looks like. That's all the way wide opened up on the intensifier. A lot more wider of a beam. Doesn't really soften up the edges that pretty much. We still got very hard edges here on the edge of the light there. You can see the shadows here are fairly sharp. So let's go back to the narrow beam. And there is our short, narrow beam isolated right on the 6-inch for now. So let's go ahead and do a little comparison to show right next to each other. This is with the intensifier, without the intensifier, with noticeable difference there. So let's go ahead and swap out the 6-inch for now and put it on here now. Go ahead and take this off one more time. That's without the intensifier. All right, so we've got the iFootage Fresnel here. Let's see what we got here in the box. We got our instructions again with the sticker pack. Go ahead and peel that off. Nice. Got the mini bronze mount in here. Let's get this thing out of here. Nicely packaged in the foam. I can't even get this thing out of there. It's so snug. All right. Dang, dude, I can't even get this thing out of there. Wow, I finally got it out of the box. That was by far the most hardest unboxing I've ever done in my life. But anyways, here it is. The 6-inch Fresnel, mini bronze mount here on the side there. Same thing, we've got this plastic material on here. It's got a nice little grip. Definitely got some weight here with the Fresnel lens. Again, Fresnels are standard lighting equipment in the theater world. It basically just helps us to diffuse the light out, and we can basically kind of control how big we want the circle to be. Let's see here. Again, it's got the same markings here, right to make it wide and left to make it narrow. Nice. Now this one is slightly different here. We've got some measurements here. Again, we got our measurements 35, 20 degrees and how much basically the radius I think is. Easy to turn. No hard, it's super easy to turn. A little bit of a lock there at the end just to let you know you're in that final position. Feels good. That is fantastic. Let's see, there is also another attachment that comes with this here to put on here. This is like an aluminum material here versus the plastic on the other sides here. There is a barn door attachment. Let me go ahead and pull that out. Much easier to take out of the box. On this barn door piece here, here's our attachment here to basically lock it on there. And it looks like this one has a grid here. So let's get this opened up. See if this grid is removable. Oh, nice. So we've got here our grid, basically kind of direct the light a little bit more straight here. And then this also slides in here so you can do it without the grid. And then that's mounted with the barn doors. Open that up and there it is with the grill. That looks really nice. Pull that out. That's without the grid. So now let's go ahead and get these mounted up to the light and then kind of see how are they modifying the light. Really quickly, the only thing that I'm not really seeing from compared to when I worked in the theater, normally there will be another slot here on that we can slide in a color gel. But I guess, you know, with the lights being able to change their own color, if you have the light, the iFootage lights that can change colors, you won't need that. But if you don't have one, you may have to kind of just tape the gel to the actual barn door. That's the only thing I'm missing is the actual gel frame. So let's get this mounted up to the light. So I've got basically my SL1 130 light, cob light here. And you can see this is without the filter or without any modifiers on it. And it's just this blob of light. Very hard shadows here. You can see the shadows here are very hard and not that very soft here. Very unflattering light. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and add on the Fresnel here onto the front. So right now the Fresnel is in the full wide beam. I'm gonna go ahead and narrow it down. And that's all the way narrow right there. So you can see it's pretty much isolated just on the intensifier there. And again, if I open it up, and there it is. Now, again, I don't have my light that far away. It's literally a couple of feet away from the table here. The farther back you go, the bigger your circle will be. For my case, I don't have a lot of room in my small apartment to go that far back to show you the full width of the circle. But this is still just give you a general idea of what the modification it's doing to the light. I think the edges are a little bit more soft, a little bit more softer than they are with the intensifier. We take the Fresnel off. That's just our straight light with the Fresnel. Noticeable difference. Now, one of the benefits of using something like this, one, that it's actually portable, it's very durable, and what it does is it helps to give you, you know, a bigger degrees of light that you're throwing out. Like I said, you can go from 8-degree radius circle all the way up to which is about 35 degrees. Now, this really does improve the beam light coming out of here. Like I said, you have a big blast of wide light. Now we can actually harness that light down to 8 degrees, down to 35 degrees of a radius, which is absolutely fantastic. The size is 181 millimeters by 111.3 millimeters. The full weight is 1,240 grams. Now this is compatible with the mini bronze mount. iFootage also did release this clamp here, the LC01, which is also really convenient for hooking up those lights that have the little power packs on here. Drop this onto the pole, boom, clip your little power pack on there. It's got the V-mount shape there. Absolutely fantastic. So these are the new light modifiers from iFootage for this little guy here. Take a look at this video to see what this guy can do. Hope you guys keep filming. That's the only way you'll get better. Patrick Levar, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.